What's going on, YouTube? Back at you with another video. Hey, you see me. Fresh cut. Still got to put some oil in my hair and looking kind of dry right now, but yeah. Fresh cut. Looking good for the... Got to try to look good for the 49th birthday. 49th birthday. Got to start taking care of myself a little bit better, though. Got to start trying to do some strength training, some brisk walking. I got to get back on the treadmill. I still got to clean out that area in my garage where I got, like, you know, the punching bag, do a little cardio. I got to get back to that, guys, you know, because just got to keep my joints moving. Strength training, it helps with regulate blood pressure. Strength training regulates your body, you know, leg exercises, arms exercise, just keeping yourself busy. As you get older, you don't have to do a lot of running. You don't have to do all that running. It's basically brisk walking, you know, nice strolls, maybe do a mile or two, you know, just walking, you know, half an hour to an hour of walking. Try to do it every day or every other day. They say that's all you kind of need, just to keep you exercising. You know, you think as you get older, you got to do heavy weights and all that. Nah, that's for the young man. I've done that already. I've done that before. Lifting heavy weights, you know, heavy exercising, things like that. I used to do that. Over the years, it's been more of working, and then you tend to get older, you start packing on the pounds. So I got to try to get that under control. You start eating good, you start eating bad, you know, you're probably eating more bad than good. So I got to get back to the fruits, the vegetables, you know, things like that, salads, working out. Yeah, because year after year, you know, you lose body muscle, you lose muscle, and you probably pack on more fat than anything. So especially during the winter time, I'm like a bear. I end up packing on, you know, the pounds when it comes to... This year I didn't eat a lot of the Thanksgiving. I'm cutting back on eating a lot of, you know, going back for seconds and thirds and all that stuff. And I find out as I'm getting older that I'm not eating as much, but you start still gaining weight, you know. And I think that's because, you know, I'm not working out enough. So I got to try to get back to that. We all say that. We got to get back to it. But it's hard. It's hard with trying to balance everything and going on vacations and, you know, the holidays, the birthdays. It's hard to try to get back into that routine after you ain't been in it in a while. I felt like I was getting more exercising, you know, during the spring season, going into, like, you know, the summer and all that. As far as walking with the weed eater, pushing, pulling, things like that. And even that's not enough. That's not enough. You just gotta, you know, just gotta do a little bit more. I'm not saying, you know, kill yourself, you know, trying to work out and stuff like that, but yeah, I just got to find more time to work out and put that in my schedule. Otherwise, you know, you'll tend not to work out as often. So I'm gonna try to work out more often. I say it, but we'll see. It's like the beginning of the year, you know, you pack on all these pounds, and then who reaps the benefit? Fitness Planet Fitness, all these you know, exercise businesses and stuff like that. Everybody tries to start working out in the beginning of the year because you didn't ate all the candy and sweets for October, for at the end of the month of October for Halloween. Then you go right into Halloween, and then you go right into November, and then you eat a lot of the turkey, the ham, basically a lot of the stuff that we don't supposed to be eating. So we eat a lot of turkey, ham, you know, we're eating. And then what rolls around? Christmas. Now you eating Christmas dinner, and then next thing you know, you're drinking and you're having a good time, and you're eating for New Year's. Man, that's back to back to back. You know, that's a good extra 10 to 15 pounds that everybody packing on. You know, so yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it's just a routine of trying to get back into the swing of things. And you feel it when you start your season off, you know, your lawn care. When you start it off in the springtime, you just kind of feel like you're out of shape until you start getting, you know, that weed eater is like, man, you ain't been holding that weed eater. You ain't been running around the yard trimming. You ain't been pulling and tugging and lifting this and lifting that. So, but I think we still got to do a little bit more. It's all good though. But yeah, how y'all guys like the new cut? That ain't the new cut, but I just finally got it cut for my birthday. I don't get haircuts too often. I used to as a young man, and then in the last 10 years since I started my business and all that stuff, it's been sporadic, you know. It's been like you're working all season, so I end up cutting my own hair, trimming my own beard majority of the time. I kind of slowed down doing that. As a young man, I used to get my hair cut every week. And back then it was 10 to 12 bucks, you know, 15 bucks. And then that's what it used to be. At least 10 to 12 bucks when I was a kid to get a haircut. And then when you start growing your face hairs and stuff like that, your facial hairs, then it jumps up to 15 bucks. So now it's kind of like, you know, 20 bucks, you know, as a young teenager. And then, you know, it's about 35 bucks now. It's about 35 bucks. I usually give my barber about 40 bucks, 40 to 45 if I tip, sometimes 50. So, or when I do tip, I tip every time. So, you know, it's probably 40, 45 to 50 bucks. Like today, gave him 50 bucks today. You know, that's because now if I had two 20s in my pocket with a 10, I probably would have gave him probably 40 bucks. But since I had a 50 in my pocket, I'm like, man, what the heck, you know, 50 bucks. You know, I haven't been going every week. I go when I can get a chance, tell you the truth. If I'm not trimming myself up or whatever, or making myself a little bit presentable, I could go probably a month without getting my hair cut, or I might not see my barber for a month and a half sometime, depending on what my schedule looks like. But yeah, you got to do something for your birthday, so you got to treat yourself for your birthday. Got to look a little decent, you know what I'm saying? So trim up the beard, get the hair cut. Yeah, so it's all good. Hey, do I look Now, be honest. Do I look 49, about to be 50? I don't know. You don't feel it, but people will see it. But yeah, be 49. I'm almost there. Halfway in the grave. Or hey. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Life is short. You never know. But once you hit that 50, hey, you start thinking about a lot of stuff when you start getting up in age. I am a thinker. I think that's a downfall for me, and an advantage and a downfall for, because I constantly think about stuff. Whether it's planning something. My head is constantly going until I go to sleep. Constantly going. I'm always thinking about stuff. I'm always gotta be doing something. Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, I think. Try to shut your brain down and stuff, but I'm always brainstorming. I'm always thinking about stuff. I'm always, what could I do better? What did I do wrong? Constantly. It never shuts off until I go to sleep. So, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? How can I improve? How can I this? Now, I'm starting to think about, as you start getting older, you start thinking about, man, I ain't got that much time on this earth. Time is moving quick. Time is this, time is that. Let me get myself prepared. Let me get myself in order. What could I acquire? What could I accomplish? What could I do for myself? My bucket list, the vacations. Man, have I been here? Have I been there? You see what I'm saying? It just keeps going on and on. So as you get older, you start to think about, I wouldn't say you start thinking about death a lot, or you just start being aware that things are moving fast. The year is passing by, year after year. You look up, man, you remember when you were 23. You remember when you was 18. You remember when you was 25. You remember when you was 30. I remember when I was 30 and I had my kids when I was 30. 32. I had my kids when I was 32. So even though I helped raise four children, I had my kids at 42. 32. I had my kids at 32. So that being said, you start remembering these things quick. And you say, man, time is going by quick. Time is going by quick. Time is going by quick. So you start to think about that. I never thought about time while I was in my 20s and my 30s. I was too worried about girls, working, getting some money, providing for myself. Why is that like that? That glare on there. But yeah. Anyway, guys, just wanted to check up on you, see what's going on. Hope your holidays is going good. Hey, birthday coming up. December the 4th is my birthday. Be 49 years old. So there's a lot of my buddies, a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I've known over the years. A lot of kids that I grew up with, people that I grew up with that didn't make it to where I'm at right now as far as the age, 49. They didn't make it. They didn't make it to 48. Some of them didn't make it to 19 and 20 for where I grew up. They didn't make it to see 21. They didn't make it to see 18 and 19. You know, so I pray for them all the time. You know, the ones that I've known and lost their lives or at an early age, I still think about them, and I still remember them, and I still, you know, have them in my prayers. Yeah. If you're younger than 49, you'll be at that age where your thought process and your thinking switches. It switches to preparation mode, preserving mode, you know, getting your ducks in order, you know, trying to live the best life that you possibly can, you know, with the time that you have left. So, I don't know. These are some of the things that I think about. These are some of the things that I think about. But yeah, like I said, get off all that. I have to get back into exercising, getting myself in better shape, losing some pounds, getting back in shape, doing some strength training. Like I said, is it a bird in here? Oh my God, it's a bird in my garage. Come on, bird. Let's go. Get up out of here. How you fly up in here? Come on up out of here, bird. Okay, thank you. He left. It's crazy. That's all I need is I'm freaking out thinking it's a bat or something. Oh my God, it's a bird in the house. There's a bird in the garage. But anyway, yeah, I gotta get myself together a little bit. It's supposed to be I'll be in Mexico. See what's going on in Mexico. But yeah, guys, right here. I want to get this cleaned out a little bit better. Got my little radio up there. Spider webs are all up there. Got your mirror. I got my treadmill. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. Just ain't got on it, but got a little radio up here. Got a little fan up here. Do a little strength training. My son was here. He got it all jacked up over here, just junk. So I gotta clean this up, clean this out. And my little punching bag. This is the stuff that I used to use that I haven't been using lately. So I just gotta clean this area out and make it a little bit more presentable for me to come down here and work out. I got some weights. My son got my weights everywhere. So, hey, I don't have to lift heavy weights. Just something that's strength training. That's it. But anyway, guys, just want to keep you posted on what's going on with me. Yeah, it's raining outside. It's a lot of rain outside today. All the leaves are coming down. They are down, but they're wet now. So we're going into December. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I got my Boss Snow Raider ready. for if it snows or does anything, and go from there. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.